Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jeb and Carolina here, CrossFit High Five. Got a couple very simple things for you that are gonna help relieve some stress. And you can do this anytime and pretty much anywhere. We're gonna be doing it from sitting down here on this bench or this box. You can do it in a chair, sitting on the floor, wherever. The idea here is just to keep it super simple to breathe and relax. So we'll start by just focusing on your breath. So for 2 minutes, just breathe. So I will talk, Carolina's gonna kind of demo everything for us. So find a nice tall spine. Start to focus on the breath. If it feels good to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, go with that. In through the nose, out through the mouth, just as good. Just start to pay attention. Follow the breath in. Follow it back out. One thing that I like to do, every time I inhale, imagine my spine getting longer, getting taller, sitting up a little straighter. Maybe the top of your head's getting a little closer toward the ceiling. Every time I breathe out, maybe just contracting a little bit, maybe drawing the ribs a little closer to the hips, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. So there's all these little tiny things that you can pay attention to, but really overall it's just breath. Okay, a couple more really nice deep inhales and exhales. Relax your shoulders. We'll start to play with that breath a little bit, maybe sync it up with a little movement. So essentially all you're gonna do, inhale and from the center of your chest, lift towards the ceiling. Little tiny back bend. Exhale, tuck your chin and kind of roll your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, lift from the center of your chest. And you exhale, round the upper back, tuck the chin, roll forward. You can get your arms involved here and just let them hang to the sides. When you breathe in, roll your shoulders open, palms face forward or even out. And then just let them hang heavy as you exhale and roll the chin down towards the chest. We're gonna go for a few breaths like that. Do one more. Breathe all the way out, round it out. And then slowly just roll back up to a nice tall seated position. You take your hands just around the outsides of your knees, almost like you're doing a little row, maybe a little bend. Pull your elbows back just slightly. You'll feel your shoulders come back as well. So keep that slight retraction. Bring your left ear down towards your left shoulder. All we're really looking for is this little sensation kind of on the right side of your neck. You might feel it in the back of the shoulders. And we're gonna take this a little deeper later. For right now, just keep it real gentle, real simple. Stay with the breathing. Continue with every inhale, getting tall through the spine. Exhale, maybe that left ear gets a little closer to the shoulder. Everyone holds tension in a little different place. You know, we always keep it in the neck and the shoulders, but where in the neck and shoulders might be different from person to person. So you can kind of take your chin towards the left shoulder, maybe start to look over there if that feels better, or maybe look up towards the ceiling just slightly. For the last few seconds on this side, you can also play with a little bit more of a pull with the arms, or complete opposite of that, just let them hang heavy and fall to the sides. Now, these muscles in your neck, they do support a very important part of your spine and your head. So there should be some amount of tension on them. If we really, really relax them, we need to be very careful coming out of this. So Caroline's going to take her left hand and gently just push her head back into a neutral position. And then relax, hands back on your thighs or around the knees. And we'll go to the other side. So get the gentle pull, a little retraction in the shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, right ear over toward the right shoulder. Every breath in, long spine. Every breath out. Maybe you just fall a little bit further forward or deeper into the position. Like we said in the other video, explore. Find those little adjustments that might take this into a deeper or more effective sensation. Always relax the shoulders. As you breathe in, you can take that breath a little lower, almost lift up out of the waist. Exhale, further to the right. Did you try taking the chin over towards the shoulder or the other way, looking up toward the ceiling? Just play with it a little bit on this side. Sometimes it even makes a difference if you push down through your feet. You might feel those sitting bones, kind of push into the chair a little bit more. You get even taller. And then you can open that up a little bit more through the neck. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Right hand to the outside of your right temple. And just guide your chin or your head back up into a neutral position. So now we'll go forward here. Imagine you're rolling up a carpet, right? Tuck your chin. Start to roll your head down towards your belly button or your chest. And then you can clasp your fingers around the back or the top of your head. And don't try to pull, but just let gravity do its thing. Let the weight of your arms gently pull your chin in towards your chest. So it's a little bit more of pulling inward rather than trying to pull your head down. But again, go with what feels good. And if you feel anything that's, painful or unpleasant, stop. Come out of it. Back off a little bit. Looks great. So stay in there. We've compressed a little bit the front side of the chest. This will allow you to breathe into the back side of your rib cage a little. So imagine the expansion, a little space being created in between your shoulder blades. Maybe they go a little wide across your back. And then you can play with the elbows as well. You take them in close together, very slowly, like a very slow butterfly or something. Let the elbows come up, or maybe go a little wide. But always just let gravity keep working, that gentle pull, chin in toward the chest. We'll go about 15 more seconds here. Deep breaths. You exhale, ribs down toward the hips, belly button draws in. Very slowly rise. And then you bring your hands down toward the sides. So we'll do a cross, single arm across the body. Take your right arm, place it in your left hand, and just pull it in close into the chest. So you should feel this in the back of your shoulder. There's a lot of different little kind of nuanced variations that you can do here. Sitting up nice and tall might feel good. Kind of like what we were just doing, rolling forward. Might take it into some different areas. What's really nice here is that we're kind of hugging ourselves. So as you breathe and your chest wants to expand, you create a little bit more pressure, a little more opening. And as you exhale and everything contracts, it allows you to pull that arm in a little bit deeper, a little bit closer into the chest. I personally like to keep my arms straight, but another version is you could kind of bend the elbow, take it up. How's it feeling so far? Yeah? Way less stressed? Nice. Okay, so we're going to slowly come on out of that. Just bring your hands back down onto your thighs. Take a deep breath in, get tall through your spine, let it go. And then we'll switch sides. So take your left arm out to the side. Yep, you got it. Every time you exhale, pull it in a little bit closer into the body. Sometimes it's really nice to build these positions or postures from the ground up. So you can spread your toes really wide, push down through the feet, maybe get a little bit of engagement in the inner thighs, sit up real tall. Start to pull the ribs down towards the hips. Now we get to the shoulder, and you can really be in a nice, stable foundation to play with this. It's really important also to realize that you have a dominant side. Nobody is perfectly symmetric or balanced, so one side's going to feel maybe different than the other. So just because something feels great on one side doesn't mean it's going to feel like that on the other side. So just know that and maybe try some different things from side to side. We'll hold this one for another really deep inhale. Let it go. And then slowly come on out of their hands back to your thighs. Take a deep breath in and bring your arms up overhead. You're going to interlace your fingers, and if you can, press your palms up toward the ceiling. So you're trying to push up, like press up into my hands, but at the same time, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. That's great. So you can kind of go with those two opposing forces, trying to reach up really high, but at the same time draw the shoulders down. You can gently kind of pull the shoulder blades together, or maybe see if you can spread them wide across your back. So you're trying to wrap your lats forward. And again, it comes back to the breath. So you take those deep inhales, get tall, get long. The exhales, draw the shoulders down, draw the ribs down. And we'll add a little side bend here. Take a deep breath in, get really long through your spine. You exhale, come on over to the left side. Now you can breathe into the right side of your body. So this space here between the ribs, imagine those ribs getting further and further away from one another. Draw the shoulders down, breathe into the right side of your torso. As you inhale on your next breath in, come back to center. And take it over to the right. perfectly okay to interlace the fingers like this, palms facing one another, if this is a little too much on the wrists or the fingers. And for those of us with real tight shoulders, your arms might be a little bit out in front of you. Gently try and draw them back. If you can stack one bicep on the outside of each ear, that's great, but do what you can with the body that you have right now. Keep breathing into this left side of your body. Another breath in, come on back to center. Exhale, arms to your sides. So take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand goes behind you. You inhale long through the spine. Exhale, twist gently over to the right. First priority here is keeping that spine really tall, really neutral. And then we can work with the twist. If you do a lot of sitting, typing, or working out with your shoulders, they're gonna start creeping up. So always remember to relax the shoulders, keep them down, your back, away from the ears. Take a breath in, come on back to center. Exhale, come on over to my side. Right hand goes outside the left thigh, left hand goes behind you. Nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Open it up. Pay attention to your legs as well. Sometimes we get that little pull and we just pull the knee right on over. So keep that foot firmly planted. Looks great. It might feel nice to even look over your shoulder. We just loosened up that neck quite a bit, but may not be quite there yet. Who knows? Take a breath in, come on back to center. Exhale, hands to your thighs, just kind of relax, let it go. Second set of our neck forward tilt. Sorry, to the side first. So take your right hand and bring the back of your hand behind you. So I'll show you what it looks like here. Your left hand's gonna go to the top of your head. Take a breath in, tall spine. Exhale, gently come on over to the left. So again, we're not pulling, but just adding a little bit of weight of the hand so gravity can kind of do its thing. And from here, of course, you can explore a little bit, taking the chin closer to the shoulder, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. If you keep the back of your hand firmly planted into your lower back, but imagine taking that right elbow away from you out to the right side of the room. That also might give you a little sensation in the shoulder in addition to the neck here. And you're welcome to stay in this as long as you want. When it is time to come out with your left hand, just gonna bring it to the other side of your head, bring yourself back to neutral, and then switch. So left hand goes to the low back, right hand goes to the top of your head, and gently draw your right ear down towards your right shoulder. See how it feels on this side. Again, it's not pulling. You don't want to get too crazy with it. Just let gravity do its thing. Let your breath do its thing. And play with that left arm, left hand. See where the elbow goes. And again, you might get really into this and feel free to stay in it as long as you want. When it is time, with that right hand, bring yourself back to neutral, hands in front. We'll finish with a little forward fold. And maybe to start for your first time, just gonna tuck the chin and bring your head down in between your legs. So you stay seated and just fold forward. Let your arms hang heavy. Let your neck be heavy and long. Might feel good to shake the head no or nod at yes. If you feel comfortable here, you can do it from a standing position. So you can actually come up off the chair and just stand here in a forward fold. Could grab for opposite elbows. Give gentle sway from side to side. And then relax your hands, let them fall down very, very slowly, like one vertebrae stacked on top of the next. Roll yourself on up into a standing position. See how slow you can do that. There you go, and you're done. Very good? Nice. Thanks, guys.